Hey guys, I think this segment is called Living with Being Gay, but I'm gonna put Living with Being LGTBQA because there's so many different types of people, and I don't think we should put it into one, like just turn like gay, so I think I'll do. So okay, I'm sorry, I'm awkward, look at this. So welcome to my series, well, not my series, the Twitter person's series. I'm just doing this one, Living with Being LGBTQA. And I'm gonna try my best to help. I'm not very, very experienced, but I'm a little, and I just... gotta go. On Twitter named Unadored put a picture up on Twitter asking people if they would make videos for like this YouTube segment she's doing. And one of them was sexuality and if we could give advice and tips and stuff. So I thought I'd do that one. And so, well, firstly, there's LGBTQA, which is like all the, like, I don't know what you call them. Like, I personally don't like using, what are they? They're like labels. That's the word. I don't like using labels. I don't know. But like the labels, I guess, are like lesbian, bisexual, transgendered, asexual. There's a like, I'll get to that in a second. Then there's like the lesbian and gay. Did I already say lesbian? Oh, I'm really bad at this. I'm sorry. Okay, so basically, like, lesbian is when a girl likes girls, and gay is guys like guys, and bisexual is somebody who likes both genders, and then pansexual is somebody who likes all genders, so they could be like a male body but a female is inside them. Basically, they don't care about gender, they don't believe, like, well, they don't believe, but, like, they don't see gender as a problem. Then there's, like, transgendered, which is, like, when somebody feels like inside them they are not the gender on the outside. So, for example, like, I'm a girl on the outside, but I could feel like a guy on the inside. That would make me transgendered. Then there's, like, asexual, and forgive me if I'm wrong. I don't know a lot about asexuals. I'm sorry. They don't feel sexual attraction. Like, it's only, like, they only feel like, I don't know, like sexual attraction, I think. Don't get mad at me, please. I think it's sexual attraction. Did I get everything? Lesbian, gay, pansexual, asexual. I think that's it, maybe. Oh, then there's like sub ones to like the gender, like gender fluid, which is like when you go between genders, or one day you feel like you're a girl and other days you feel like you're a guy, and there's stuff like that. And so that's basically, there's a lot of them, but personally I don't feel like you should feel the need to label yourself, because you are who you are. Like, if you want to one day date a girl, date a girl. If you want to one day date a guy, date a guy. And you want to date somebody who's a boy on the outside but a girl on the inside, go ahead. I don't think people need labels. I don't like them, but it just makes things easier for everybody. Okay, so, about this topic, somebody, like, the girl who's doing it said that I should give advice on, like, coming out. And then I wanted to give advice also on just, like, how to deal with everything, because it can be challenging. So, firstly, for coming out, I'll say it's scary. I'm not gonna lie. I was really nervous. I cried for the good half of the day. But just, what you need to remember is your parents will always love you. Always. Like, there's always that misunfortunate case where parents disown their children, but that's becoming more and more rare as, like, parents are becoming so much more accepting. And if your parents are extremely religious, I suggest finding the video or getting them to read I'm Christian Unless You're Gay. They don't have to be Christian per se, but even like it's all about religion and being homophobic, and it's wonderful. Like, I showed it to some of my friends who are really religious, and they were like, oh, like, damn, okay. So I'll get the link at the bottom for that. But yeah, just remember that they're always gonna love you, and when you do it, you're gonna feel so much better. You don't have to hide that part of you anymore. You can just, like, I don't know about you guys, but for me, it was like hiding that part was hard, and I didn't like doing that. So I feel like when you finally tell people, you're like, this is like the weight on your shoulder where you have to pretend to be something you're not is gone, and it's a wonderful feeling. So I swear, it's going to be hard at first, I'm not going to lie. It's not going to be easy at first, because it's never easy, but it's going to be definitely worth it. And you are going to be so happy when it's done. I'm not saying it's going to be a smooth road. There's going to be lots of bumps, and you're going to cry, and it's probably going to suck. But at the end of the road, it's going to be awesome, I promise. My coming out story is a little weird. I was on Twitter, and one of my best friends had just came out to everybody, and everybody was really supportive, and they were like, yeah, you're like, that's awesome, and everyone was like, that's cool, when are we going to Pride? So I felt like, I think I can do this. If he could do it, then I should be able to do it. So I told my mom, and that was really nerve-wracking, because not that my mom's religious or anything, but it was just scary. So I remember the entire day I was like trying to make excuses for myself, like, oh no, I'll not do it now. No, I'll do it later. No, I'll do it later. No, I'm too scared. And finally I called my mom in the kitchen, and I hugged her, and I was crying, and she's like, what? Like, what, Bianca? And I was like, I'm gay. And she was like, what do you mean? And I tried to explain it to her, like, but she didn't really understand. She kept saying, like, well, why did you choose this? Or when did you decide this? And I kept trying to say, like, it's not a decision, Mom, and it's not a choice, Mom. But she didn't really get that at first, and it took some time, and then she told my dad, and it took my dad some time. It just takes time, I think, because, like, I'm not gonna lie, I've dated guys in the past, but I think she didn't expect this, so when I said it, she's like, well, you were dating boys, what do you mean? Like, I'm not understanding? I think it takes time, right? So, just honestly, 20 seconds of courage, just give yourself a pep talk. My mom went to the bathroom, and I was in the kitchen, and I was like giving myself a pep talk. I'm like, you can do this, 20 seconds of courage. That's all you need, and you can do it. Just 20 seconds of courage, I swear. It will make you feel so much better, I promise. And you're gonna find, like, friends too. Like, I was really nervous because I thought my friends would hate me, but my friends were so awesome about it, and they didn't really care. They were like, okay, whatever, you're still the person you are, like, woo. But the thing is if they don't, like, your friends don't respect that, or they don't accept it, you're gonna find so many wonderful people who are going to make you feel really happy about it. Like, they're just gonna be chill and accepting about it. Maybe not at first. You won't find people like that, but you will, I promise, because as you get older and stuff. And am I bad at this? I'm sorry. This is my first time doing something like this. I'm really trying. What else can I talk about really quickly? Okay, well, maybe I'll talk about, like, hateful comments, or, like, the religion part. Like, I get a lot of people that they kind of, like, I don't know, like, they say mean things. Like, before, they would always say mean things about me, but they didn't know that I was like that, so they didn't know. Like, there was this one time, this little boy, I don't think he actually meant it, somebody said, oh, like, do you love this person? And I was like, yeah. They're like, oh, do you like her at, like, this or like this? And I was like, oh, like, as a friend. And then they were like, good, because 2 girls would be gross. And I was like, excuse me? Excuse me. But I didn't say anything. And what I've learned is you just have to ignore it. I know, it sucks. The comments are everywhere. You're gonna hear it all the time. But the way I see it is love, and there's nothing anybody can do about that. Love is love. And if the person you love happens to be the same gender as you, that's not a problem, because love is love. And when I heard those things, I just had to keep telling myself, like, love is love, love is love. Like, it doesn't matter. So sometimes you just have to kind of, like, just close your eyes and just, love is love. Just doesn't matter what they think. They are allowed to have their own opinions, and probably their opinions were made by something, and you're allowed to have your own opinion, and that's the awesome part about being human. But you just have to remember that you have to respect their opinion, and just hope that they will respect your opinion because you're being nice to their opinion. And I know it's hard ignoring the comments. I know, like, everyone's like, just ignore it. And you're like, okay, yeah, that's easy, thank you. Just think in the long road, you're not pretending to be someone you're not. And in the end, you're going to be happy, and they're not. They're going to not be happy because they're trying to make people feel lower about themselves to make them feel better. And that means they're insecure. So, I hope that wasn't too awful. I'm sorry about my hair. It's kind of gross right now. But, yes. Thank you for watching, and I'm sorry if that sucked. Please don't hate me. If I got anything wrong in there or anything you want to add, just put it below in the comments. I'm sorry. I love you all. I wish you all the best luck. Goodbye. Mwah. Hey, I'm back. Sorry, I completely forgot about the video that I was doing, and then I was like, oh yeah, damn, I should probably, like, why am I whispering? I should probably go and, like, do it. So I'm back, and just wanted to put as a little side note that when I said it, I kind of generalized it as one sexuality. But, why am I whispering again? Oh my goodness. I'm doing it again. But, it was meant for all, so it wasn't meant for just one specific. That was meant for everything, and I think it works for everything, and I really hope the advice helped, because I know it's difficult, and it's not always easy. It's getting late, and my parents are sleeping. But, if you ever need, I'm whispering again, if you ever need any help, or you want further advice, or you want to ask me questions, I'll leave stuff where you can contact me below. I'm whispering again. Well, I hope you could hear that, because you know I was whispering. But yeah, so just, I hope this helped in any way. Please give me feedback. I know, I'm awkward in front of a camera. I'm camera shy. Yeah. So goodbye. I wish you all the luck. I love you.